Hey guys, welcome to Neighborhood Picks. This little clip that I'm doing today is addressed to Ralph Cinque and the Clifton High School football team, and I totally waited as much as I could to reserve judgment, and I want to tell you the story how it came to me, and what I feel should be done, necessary. Um, it started like this. I heard Clifton won the sectional and they were in the final of the state championship. And I didn't know anything else. And Andre McCormick, former teammate, best friend of mine, Clifton Mustang, tailback, linebacker, he called me and he started telling me about this big robbery thing. And you hear that a lot, so you're like, yeah, okay, so I didn't think much of it. But then I started seeing it like wildfire and on the Instagram and all over Facebook, and it made me curious. So I heard the gist of it, that Clifton, our quarterback, had the ball, goal to go from the one to win the state championship, snuck it in, and they said he was in, and somebody knocked it out of his hand and ran it all the way back. So immediately, now remember, I'm playing devil's advocate. If I can find 1% of a doubt that the outcome didn't happen, then if there's 1% of doubt against Clifton, I would say throw it out. You can't say nothing. So that's where I was, like being fair. So I watched it. I watched the first view. It was low, and it was on the bottom. I see the sneak, and it looked like the quarterback and the whole pile disappeared inside of the end zone. Little delay. All of a sudden, the kid comes running out of the end zone, goes 100 yards the other way. So I watched this. I might have watched that 20 times. I didn't see the other angles yet. Now, he was way in. It was not like, it didn't even look close from the worst view. So then I said to Dre, we're on the phone, we're talking about it. I said, well, the only thing is, maybe as he crossed the goal line, because it was hard to see, like, you got to hold on to that ball for your life. Maybe it was coming out when he crossed the goal line. I said, and if he wasn't holding on, and I was being hard for the situation before I kept going, bear with me. So I said, well, if he wasn't holding on to that ball, if the ref couldn't see if it got deflected at the goal line or not, you never know, So I went with that. And then I asked around a few people I really have a lot of respect for, Sam Yodice, Andy Aranza Mendez, A to Z. Spoke to a few people. They told me about the other angles and how they were there, and it looked like he was 2 to 3 yards in. So I find the other angles, and that's when I discovered the most disgusting, sickening thing maybe I've ever seen in my life. It might be the worst robbery I've ever seen, ever, in a high school game. And I didn't believe it, because you never think that, like, maybe the biggest play in high school football in the history of the state, maybe of the whole country this year, go over every state championship game, every section in all 50 states. This might be the worst thing I've ever seen. When I saw the other replays, the quarterback went into the end zone along with the line, touchdown. The game, it was a wrap. He was almost 3 yards in the end zone. Nobody did anything, and then a kid knocked it out of his hand. What I'm saying is, listen to me, and don't take this lightly, because I will help. A lot of you guys probably thought I would come on here and blast Clifton. Listen, I have a moral compass, and I'm a 42-year-old man. This is real shit. This is not about me. This, to me, when I saw the game, state championship on the line, I know what it takes to go through triple sessions and sweat and bleed and laugh and cry with your teammates. it takes all of your spirit and your soul to give everything you got to get to that, okay? And when a quarterback runs in and a sneak and it's a touchdown and the refs swallow their whistles, and then a kid runs it back 100 yards the other way, and you rob these kids from everything they've been working for their whole life, from come before high school even, to summer workouts, to investing everything you have, for a robbery to be that bad, we gotta move forward. Forget the petition, forget playing the game over, every kid gets a trophy. You'll never win with that. This is national news. This is national news. You guys gotta share this. This was so bad that I would have to say, I just can't believe it because it's my alma mater. It's the worst case of a robbery I've ever seen in my life in a high school or any football game maybe. This is national news. This needs to go to Sports Center, ESPN, Fox Sports 1. You guys got to get this out there. Whoever's involved with Clifton, I'll work with you. Call, get in touch with me. What's right is right. This needs to go to the highest level. Sanctions are one thing. Those referees need to be banned for life. Okay? There's nothing funny about this. And I'm not some homer. If you ask anybody about me, I like the coach Ralph Cinque. I like some of the coaches. I'm not a big fan of Clifton. You know, I've been there twice since I graduated. And one time I opened up an all-decade book. I get first team quarterback and they're blasting me in the book. That's different. So anyway, listen. I came into this thing going 100% going the other way to see if there's anything that constitutes holding this up or not taking this really far. And my conclusion was it was so sickening that a robbery of that magnitude needs to go to the highest level so we can get light on this. This is a national story. It was so bad. I'm a sports junkie. I've never seen anything like this in my life. This was not, it was a pass interference. It wasn't. No. A touchdown's been a touchdown for 100 years. The kid snuck in and was deep into the end zone. Never even got tackled. And they took it out of his hands 2-3 yards in, and the refs swallowed their whistle, and everybody stops, and they let the kid run it back 100 yards. This needs to be on Sports Center. This needs national exposure. We gotta shine light on. It's happening. It's been happening a little bit over the years. We know a lot of shit goes on crooked robbery, but this is the all-time high. This breaks the glass. You're knocking. To me, this is the worst case of corruption that I've ever seen, and I hope that Clifton and Ralph Cinque get that video, this whole entire story, to the highest level, because no kid should ever have to go through that. You win or you lose. You compete, you keep your head up, and that's it, and you're proud. But to say you lost on a literal cheat, and I don't use that word. I'm not a guy that blames refs. I'm not that guy. So I can't say it was a bad call. No, it was literally a cheating. I don't know anything about the inside story. I don't know the other team. I don't know who the refs are. I don't know why this happened. But it was so bad that I would like everybody get in touch with me. I'll do anything I can to get the most light on this as I can. Clifton, they ran the ball in the end zone. The kid was 3 yards in the end zone. That's a touchdown. And the fact that they took it away from those kids is disgusting. Don't underestimate the power of this story. You're thinking small. Forget petitions. Take this shit right to Sports Center. This will be a fucking E60. All right? Ralph Cinque, I love you, man. It's been a long time since I've seen you. I'm so proud of the job you're doing for Clifton. I couldn't be more proud. Best guy in the world. I know why your kids play hard for you, because you're a fucking straight shooter and you're a great guy. Ralph, I love you. And Clifton High, you keep your heads up. You are the champions, and I'm not that guy. I'm hard. Uh, you're the champions, and don't be afraid to push this story until it finally gets the light on the highest level, whether it be, forget NJ, national story. Okay? All right, Clifton. Listen, I have my own things. When you played for that team, there's a little something that always stays in here. So I'll always be rooting for you. I love you, and keep up the good work. And you keep playing hard for your coach because you got the best guy around.